Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Barbeno's World. Today we're going to be building some paths. And all of these paths are going to be over in our nether hub. Alright, this should be pretty simple. We just need to build a ton of paths out of wool and have them all going towards our nether hub in the middle here. The first problem that I want to deal with is how a lot of these paths just go straight into the walls of the nether hub or just into random places. So I've overlain this circle with mini HUD, and I want to make a nice circle out of red carpet going around the nether hub, just so that I have a nice shape that I can connect all of the paths to. Okay, I put in that big red circle around the nether hub. And I think the next step is going to be to start patching up some of the paths that I've done. I have built a lot of these paths quite messily, but I don't think I will remove too many of them, especially because they do take a long time to make. But I can make some slight changes just to make it a little bit better. Okay, I finished up this yellow pathway, and now it has no breaks in it, and it also has a label on this post here. This is kind of the style I want to go for all of my pathways. Next up is the witch farm path. This one should be super easy actually, because it's just entirely straight, and should be super simple. I can just go like this. And we're done with that now. Okay, next up is this green road that goes out to a bunch of my overworld mob farms, including my creeper farm, my slime farm, my guardian farm. Anyways, it is quite drunken looking, and I definitely didn't measure it when I was making this. So I'm going to use an angle calculator and do this the proper way. Okay, it's update time. I've done quite a bit since the last clip. Basically just cleaning up all of the pathways and making sure they're solid all the way around. Some of the ones that I did that were pretty difficult and took a while was this line that goes out to my flower farm, and also this one that goes all the way to my gas farm in the distance. And I also built this one that goes out to my mob switch. It was ice before, but I just added carpets in between the ice. Oh yeah, and we've also got labels for just about everything on these little signs here for each of the pathways. There's just one more big thing I want to do here, and that is to get rid of this gold farm here. It's just pretty ugly, and it doesn't work anymore. I actually stopped working after the nether update, and I was too lazy to get rid of it for a very long time. So yeah, let's get rid of this thing. Okay, the old gold farm has now been taken down, and I've also put some more time into building some paths that I forgot about before, like this black one that goes out all the way to my wither skeleton farm, which I didn't previously have a path to. At this point, our nether hub actually looks super nice from above, as you can see in the screenshot here. And also, if you want to get a little bit more information on the layout of my world, I labeled this map so you can see where everything is in the world. Although for the most part everything does look very nice here, I do have some ideas for some ways that I can improve the looks of this area just a little bit more. And I'm just going to try to start with everything in my render distance here. And there's a bunch of portals here that just go out to all of my builds in the overworld. And I'd like to try decorating these portals with some nice decorations that represent what's on the other side of them, and that'll just make them look a little bit nicer and also make it more obvious what they're for. I think I'm going to start off by decorating this portal I have out to the sand collecting desert, and I want to make it a little bit wider and then start my design. I want to make sort of like a mini desert temple design here. So I'm starting off with these sandstone stairs to make a pyramid shape. Okay, so far the build's going pretty well. We have the front done. It's just an entrance into the portal, and then we have two towers on one on each side. So I'm just gonna build up these towers and then I guess try to figure out how to add a back onto it. Alright, this is looking very good, and I even added a back entrance to it so we can get down to this bedrock hole that I punched if we ever want that. And the last thing we need to remember is to spawn proof all of this, so I'm just slamming it over with some cut sandstone. Alright, here's the completed build. I think it looks pretty nice. Okay, let's move on from that. Next up, we've got the portal out to the frozen ocean biome. My plan for this is pretty simple. I just want to build sort of a custom glacier here, and the portal's just going to be inside of it. Okay, all done with the glacier now, and it's pretty simple, but I still really like it. I could also do something here to make it with like a staircase. Yeah, this is a bit nicer. Next up, we've got to do this portal out to the jungle. I'm totally going to take this down right now, because the current one's decorated with acacia. Alright, so here's my progress so far. I actually built some custom jungle trees here, and they look, I guess, not the best, probably because of the color of the leaves in the nether, but these are the first custom trees that I built, and I'm still pretty happy with them. Alright, I've added some finishing touches, and I think we're done here. The next portal on my list is going to be this flower farm one right here. Alright, this one's done. I gotta say, not my finest work, but it isn't easy building green landscapes in the nether, and on top of that I need to spawn proof everything, so I put carpets everywhere, and I also have these flower pots instead of flowers because mobs can't spawn on them. Alright, the next portal is going to be this one over here to the end portal. I'm going to try decorating this one just like a end stronghold. Alright, there we go. This one looks very nice. I even decorated with some lava, which I don't usually like doing, but since it's very enclosed here, I don't think there's any chance of us going into it. Alright, next up we're doing this one that goes out to a taiga village. I think this is actually my closest portal that goes to any taiga biome. So I just want to build some custom spruce trees. Yep, I'm all done here with these custom spruce trees. I think they look pretty good. I'm still getting the hang of doing custom trees, so I'm gonna be improving. Okay, this is all fine and dandy, but I think if I ever want to get all of my portals decorated, I really just need to put my head down and do as many as I can really fast. So I'm going to go do that now and show you what I've got when I'm done. Welcome back everybody. I'm all done with my building off camera and there is a lot to see, so let's get right to looking at all of it. Now, keep in mind that I didn't plan out any of these builds in creative first, and they're all kind of just like building as fast as I can just to get everything decorated rather than making it look super nice. But with that, I am pretty happy with some of these. The first one we've got is the Squid Farm enclosure, so all of the squid gets spit out onto these hoppers, and the squid goes into these chests. And it's a nice like fishing hut design. Next up, we've got some enclosures for the mob farms. First, and probably the worst, is the enclosure for the output of the Prismarine farm, or the Guardian farm. All the Guardians end up in there, and their drops get put down here. This is kind of sort of like a miniature ocean monument, kind of. It just uses the same blocks. And up there for the entrance to the farm, I also converted it to Prismarine. And now we've got the creeper farm. I'm super happy with this one actually. It's kind of like a creeper skeleton that I've got here. And I put a bunch of blood around it, and it's also kind of starting to get overgrown with leaves. This one is very nice. Yeah, the portal's in here. And for the slime farm, we've got a little slime there. That's got a little bit of slime all around it. And finally we've got these. I've saved these for last, but you've probably seen them already. They're two buildings that I did to enclose my Basalt farm and my Hogland farm. I used the same blocks for these as I did for the nether hub, So we have a bunch of quartz, nether bricks, and glass, not cheap materials. Anyways, these builds were done like completely unplanned, so I think I could have made them look a little bit better, but I just didn't have so much time considering how much building I was doing. We can look at the interiors a little bit too. In here we've got the entrance to the Basalt farm. We can turn it on with the button. And around the side, we've also got entrances to access the chests and also this beacon back here. On the Hogland farm building right here, we've got a nice archway entrance that also gives us access to all of the chests down here. I think this build also looks really nice from above because I left it open so you could see the spawning platforms and also so it wouldn't hurt the rates. Oh yeah, there's one more build I forgot to show you. It's this witch hut. It's really not something to be proud of, but it's kind of far away, so I won't see it very often. Alright, so I've counted them all up, and we've actually done 13 new builds in the nether, I'm quite sure. And I think they're all pretty nice. It definitely looks a lot better now. We don't have all of our portals decorated, but all of them that we're going to see from the main nether hub, and even some that we won't. I would really love to do some more building today, but I think I've spent enough time doing building in this episode, and I really should finish it up soon. So, I guess that's going to be it. Hopefully you enjoyed all of the builds that we did today, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Barbeno's world, Barbeno's world.